Okay? Alright, it's nice. It's good when you've had just that perfect amount of coffee, you know, enough but not too much. I love it.
Break short.
And a good Saturday morning to you, everyone. Traveling Travis Fry, riding along with you on the second longest live-running radio broadcast in America, the Merry-Go-Round, right behind the Grand Ole Opry in terms of years, and we're mighty proud to have that distinction, and we certainly appreciate everyone in attendance this morning. We certainly count it a privilege and an honor to have you in our seats, and if you're in the sound of our voices and you're near downtown Mount Airy, well, we invite you to come into the Earl Theater located at 142 North Main Street, right here in downtown Mount Airy, and we'll make you feel right at home with great music all day long until 1:30 p.m. Right now on the stage, as these guys are gathering around the microphones, they're no strangers to the airways of WPAQ. They do a wonderful job and are going to give us a little bit different music than we're used to hearing, which I'm always thankful for that. We always have lots of great music, and this is some of my favorite. It is great dance music, and it is reflective of our heritage, a lot of people's heritage from overseas in Ireland. So we're really looking forward to it. Won't you put your hands together, make welcome the Almost Irish Band.
Thank you very much, Travis. What a nice introduction. Travis, this is your old pal. Used to be on the airways with the Merry-Go-Round. Tim Chadwick, my partner here, Roger Stamper, the Artful Dodger. And thank you. We're of the Almost Irish Band. We're going to play some Celtic music for you and some old time too, and sometimes the two genres sort of come together, and sometimes they're even one and the same. For instance, the song we're going to start with, the old time bands play this one a lot, but it's called Red Haired Boy. Here we go. We're enjoying the good dancing. Those of you who are out there in Radio Land, not here to see all this good dancing going on, I hope y'all can come down to downtown Mount Airy with us. If you can't, we do appreciate you being out there in Radio Land with us. Hey, it's almost springtime. They say spring's coming, right? Not soon enough for me. I'm ready for that first pitch. I say bring it on. But here's a song about springtime, Rambles of Spring. There's a cold and wintry breeze blowing through the budding trees, and I buttoned up my coat to keep me warm. But the days are on the mend, and I'm on the road again, with me fiddle snuggled close beneath my arm. I've a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me load. And my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Oh, I'm as happy as a king when I catch a breath of spring, and the grass is turning green as winter ends, and the geese are on the wing as the thrushes start to sing, and I'm headed down the road to see my friends. I have a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in my pocket for me road. And my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Every town as I ramble up and down, making music at the markets and the fairs, through the donkeys and the grills and farmers making deals, and the yellow-headed tinkers selling wares. I have a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me load. And my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Yes, I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, folks. What a fine audience out there. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all make it more fun, so thank you very much for coming. Here's another appropriate title here. Seemed like there was a little nip in the air this morning. This tune is called Cold Frosty Morning.
This goes out to my sister in daylight, Shelby Hale.
Okay, hey Shelby. All right. Kick off the first portion of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast. That is the Almost Irish Band. Well, let's take a quick time out. We're going to hear a word from our first portion sponsor. That is Price Power Equipment in Elkin. We'll be back after this. Yes.
Steel handheld equipment 50% off, anything over $199.95. Friday, March 13th, Benedict starts lunch from 11:30 to 1, and his heavy side class from 1 to 3. And there'll be no prizes. Don't miss the great open house at Price Power Equipment, March 13th and 14th, 2160 North Bridge Street in Elton. Proudly serving the Tri-County and surrounding areas since 2001.
Bring out a yellow beer from Merry-Go-Round continues from the stage of your host, the front.
All right, thank you so much, Brack Llewellyn. We appreciate those good words, and we want to thank our first portion sponsor. That is Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. Make sure you go by and visit them today. And we thank all of our sponsors here on the radio broadcast. All right, we've got a good crowd on hand, and we're going to do a couple of giveaways. And we're going to be saving our big giveaways around 12 o'clock. So if you want to come by the sound of our voice, we'll be doing some of that. Right now, I want to see how many folks do we have from out of state? Okay, we got several. Yes? Where are y'all from? Maryland?
South Carolina.
South Carolina? Anybody else from out of state? All right, we're going to give away some bumper stickers, so that way you can take it home, show some folks where you've been and what you were listening to on WPAQ. If you have a guitar case, a banjo case, whatever it may be, I'm going to come up to the stage. If you'll meet me there, I'll give you these as these guys are playing. And then also, any folks that are from out of town that would like to come up, I've got plenty of bumper stickers for everybody to take home with them to get on their guitar cases or whatever you may put it on. Some people put it on cars. So anyway, we appreciate y'all coming and being with us. I'm going to be right here giving out some bumper stickers. You're welcome to come down until they run out. And also, is Our State magazine, I think so, right here, Our State. We want to, Visit North Carolina, that's right, that's right. Visit North Carolina is here, and we're so happy to have them as well. They're taking pictures, so make sure you smile, look good for the camera, nobody pick their nose or anything like that. We want this to be a professional looking event, so we thank them.
I brought my radio face this morning.
That's right. Nobody can see you out in Radio Land, but he can see you with the camera. So anyway, we appreciate everybody coming out, and we're going to go back live to center stage. Once again, here's the Almost Irish Band.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Travis, and thank you, folks, for being here. I want to mention, and you'll probably enjoy his dancing next time we do an up-tempo number, but Gabe Flowers doing some great dancing here right in front of us here at the Earl. And matter of fact, all my friends in my kind of grass will be entertaining on the 12 o'clock portion of the day. Right, guys? Yeah. And my own friends and talented bunch, and looking forward to that. So thank y'all for being here. We're going to do one called The Star of the County Down. Here we go. In the county down one morning last July, down the mooring ring came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. From Bantry Bay up to Derry, came from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I sing like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the skin of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing if I shook myself for to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay to Derry, came from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I sing like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. I scratch my head and I look with a feeling rare. And I says I to a passerby who's made with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me and he says it's him of Ireland's crown. The young one who came from the bunch and she's the star of the county down. She'll surely be there, out dressed in the Sunday clothes. The shoes shone bright and the hat cocked right for a smile from my nut brown nose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till my plow is a rust-colored brown. Till my smiling bride by my own fireside sits the star of the county down. county down. Here's a neat tune, and some of the people in the old time bands, I've heard them play this one too, a good tune. This is called The Boys of Blue Hill. Thank y'all very much. Y'all are a nice audience. We're very pleased that y'all are here supporting us. Do one for you called the Galway Shawl. In Oranmore, in the county Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was young and handsome. Her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. A bonnet with a ribbon on it, and round her shoulders was the Galway shawl. As we kept on walking, she kept on talking, till her father's cottage came into view. Said she, "Come in, sir, and meet my father, and for to please him, play the foggy dew." I played the blackbird and the stack of barley, Rodney's glory and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and the tears flowed freely in her eyes of blue. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet on it, and round her shoulders was the Galway shawl. Donegal. Said she goodbye, sir, as she cried so softly, and my heart remained with the Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and round her shoulders was the Galway shawl.
Oh, another nice job right there from the Almost Irish Band. And this past 15 minutes of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast has been brought to you by Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. Let's take another time out. We're going to hear a word from the Surrey Spotlight. We're back after these messages.
Hello, friends. This is Brad Terrell, inviting you to join me Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday.
The Surrey Spotlight is a full house
All right.
featuring bluegrass, old time, and gospel music.
The half of the show that we just did, we dedicated to you. And the second half that we're about to do, we dedicated to you. Happy birthday.
And Surrey and the surrounding counties, well known and respected around the world. The Surrey Spotlight is proudly sponsored by Reed's Clothing, 198 North Main Street.
Oh, good. Now we're getting somewhere. Thank you.
Up next, Surrey. See you Tuesday. We take you back down to the Earl Theater from our Merry-Go-Round broadcast. Here's your host, Joel Strunk.
All right, thank you there so much, Brack Llewellyn. We appreciate those good words, and Brack always does a great job on the Surrey Spotlight. Make sure you tune it in. You'll hear a lot of the local and regional bands from in and around Surrey County on the radio dial. There's nothing else quite like it, so make sure you tune it in, the Surrey Spotlight. All right, we've got more music on the way. What's next, Tim?
Oh, thank you, Travis. We're having a great time, and always good to see you too, Travis. This is the Almost Irish Band, and we're very pleased to be here. It's polka time on the program right now. Y'all get your dancing shoes on. We'll do Dennis Murphy's polka, and one that you may have heard if you ever watched the movie The Titanic, John Ryan's polka. Here we go. Love the dancing there. Okay, Flowers doing a great job with the Irish style dancing. Gabe goes all over the place and competes in that art form, so he's really good. A person like me that can't chew gum and walk at the same time really admires it. That kind of stuff. Here's a fun one for you. I'll tell my mom when I go home the boys won't leave the girls alone, but what's needed, right? Here we go. I'll tell my mom when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is counting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Well, Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. They knock at the door, they ring at the bell, saying, oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes, white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old John Murray says she'll die if she doesn't get the fellow with the rolling eye. Oh, tell my mom when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast. She is counting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Rain and the hail blow high, snow comes coming from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her on that by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, won't tell her ma when she goes home. Let them all come as they will, it's Albert Mooney she loves still. Oh, tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast. She is counting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Thank y'all. Is it okay to get it out there? We're going to do a little instrument here, a little instrument change here. And Roger's going to grab what we're calling the bouzouki. I guess technically it may be an octave mandolin, but they're so close to the same thing. We sort of use the terms interchangeably. A man that's darkened the door here at the Earl built that particular instrument. Arnold Mooneyhan built that one, did he not? So there's a little plug for Arnold and his craftsmanship. Roger has done very well on this octave mandolin. So here's a tune for you. This is the title kind of reminds me of myself. It's called Tripping Up the Stairs.
Another fantastic job right there from the Almost Irish Band over WPAQ's world-famous Merry-Go-Round. Well, let's take another time out now and hear a word from the North Carolina Association of Broadcasters. Also, our weather forecast will be back after this.
The taxi and the North Carolina Department of Revenue has been great. Most of you can file your state taxes online for free. The service is called NC Free Filing, and it's accurate but secure. But it's only available from the ncdor.gov website. Just go to ncdor.gov to learn all about it. That's ncdor.gov. Sponsored by the North Carolina Department of Revenue and the North Carolina Association of
How is everyone? Anybody hurt? Anybody hurt? Okay, not too many. That's okay. We're doing okay.
Cloudy on Sunday, high near 53. Looking ahead to Monday, President's Day, holiday for some, warmer still 56. Maybe some rain by Monday night, so low 60s by Tuesday. Presently, we have 33 degrees Celsius. Winds rose at 1 degree Celsius. Winds from the southeast at 3. Now we take you back to the Earl Theater as the merry-go-round continues. From the stage of the Earl, here's your host, Travis Fry.
Okay, thank you so much there, Brack. It sounds like we've got a lot of types of different weather in store, but that's North Carolina. We've seen it flood and turn bitterly cold and snow a little bit, and then it be 70 degrees. So, I mean, that's been the story for February. But appreciate you catching us up on the weather forecast. Always good to hear from the North Carolina Association of Broadcasters as well. We definitely want to thank Visit NC for being here today. They're getting pictures, and so make sure you're smiling for them. And of course, we've got a lot of music that is going to be lined up all the way until 1:30. Of course, the Almost Irish Band here till 12. At 12 o'clock, My Kind of Grass coming on the stage. So we're looking forward to a whole wonderful, great day of music. Right now, for a few more good tunes, once again, here's the Almost Irish Band.
Thank you very much, Travis. Thank y'all. We have a great audience here. Thank you for being here. And we're having, y'all make it more fun when you're here, so we appreciate it. We're very pleased to be here. This is, as Travis said, the Almost Irish Band. Don't forget the. You can find us on Facebook that way, the Almost Irish Band. We're going to do one about one of the heroes. This is a young story about a young Irish hero, about like young like Darius or Gabe or somebody that young, you know, really young Irish hero called Kelly from Killarney. So here we go. What's the news, oh me bold Chevalier, with your long-barreled guns from the sea? Say what wind from the south blows a messenger here, with a hymn of the dawn for the free. Goodly news, do I bring you the forth? Goodly news shall you hear, bargain. For the boys march at dawn from the south to the north, led by Kelly, the boy from Killarney. Tell me who is the giant with the gold curly hair, who rides at the head of your band? 7 feet is his height with some inches to spare, and he looks like a king in command. Amen, boys, that's the pride of the bold Chevaliers, and the greatest of heroes, the man. Fling your beavers aloft and give 3 ringing cheers for young Kelly, the boy from Killarney. The gold sun of freedom to darken their cross, it's set by the slaves' red rays. And poor Wexford's grenade hung high on a cross, your heart pierced by traitors and slaves. Glory, oh, to her brave sons who died for the cause of long downtrodden man. Glory, oh, to Mount Leinster's own darling and pride, of Miss Kelly, the boy of Killarney. Kelly from Killarney. Thank you all very much. Oh, I'm beginning to get in the mood now. Just kidding. I was in the mood all morning. Well, at least once the first cup of coffee went down. Hey, here's, as far as we know, this is the only song common to the repertoire of both Metallica and the Almost Riders. Y'all, maybe y'all not heavy metal fans. Nobody seems to know who they were. I'm sure a lot of people know who they are. Anyway, it's a really neat song. We enjoy doing it, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It's called Whiskey in the Jar. I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, met the Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first used my pistol, then used my rapier, said stand and deliver, for I am a bold deceiver, mushering black folded ideo, black folded ideo, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She said and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil will take the women, for they never can be. Say, but you black folded ideo, black folded ideo, there's whiskey in the jar. My chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels and verdure, it was no wonder. But Jenny took my charges and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Hush! Black folded ideo, black folded ideo, there's whiskey in the jar. The guards were all around me, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first used my pistol, for she stole away my rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken, mushering to the dark. Black folded ideo, black folded ideo, there's whiskey in the jar. Mushering to the dark. Black folded ideo, black folded ideo, there's whiskey in the jar. All right, we mentioned earlier toward the start of the show, a lot of times the Celtic music, old-time music sort of overlaps, and besides which, Roger's in a very fine old-time band called the Mountain Park Old-Time Band, renowned in this neck of the woods, I would say, and yeah, they played regularly in Sparta at the Allegheny Jubilee and all kinds of other places. Mountain Park Old-Time Band, and tonight y'all are playing at the Jubilee. And so if you're in Sparta, go there, because I know you'll enjoy it. I've been there and done that with them entertaining, and it is a real joy. Here's one that sometimes we do when we're doing old-time music, and it's one of my favorites. Hope you'll enjoy it. Seneca Square Dance. Here we go.
Excellent job right there from the Almost Irish Band. Good job there, Tim and Roger. And we're going to take another time out here on the Voice of the Blue Ridge. We're going to hear a word from Blue Ridge Dental, and we'll be back after these messages.
Drs. Ben and Lynette Smith have been practicing general dentistry in Mount Airy since 1990. They both graduated from the UNC School of Dentistry. They see patients of all ages and offer a wide range of services, from root canals, periodontal treatment, and surgery.
In terms of the commercials.
Blue Ridge Dental provides a caring atmosphere.
We got one more break.
Is the cornerstone of their services. They would like to welcome you and your family as patients. Blue Ridge Dental, Dr. Ben and Lynette Smith, located at 933 Rockford Street. Call for an appointment today at 336-789-5306. 789-5306.
Okay, thank you so much, Brad. We appreciate those good messages from Blue Ridge Dental. Make sure you check them out today. That's Dr. Lynn Smith and also her husband, Ben. They do a great job. Once again, Blue Ridge Dental. All right, well, we've got more music on the way, and we're going to send it right back to center stage. Once again, here's the Almost Irish Band.
Thank you very much, Travis, and we appreciate this fine audience that's here with us today in the Earl. Also, thank y'all for listening out in Radio Land. And Shelby said it's coming in loud and clear in Galax, Virginia, right? Roger's sister over there listening in, so we appreciate her and everybody listening in. Here's a song about Mountain Dew. And I've got a feeling this particular Mountain Dew, the Dr. Pepper man does not deliver it, right? It's safe to say so. Maybe they're doing, well, they started doing it first in the old country. They did some of the same things people in the hills here took up that tradition too. Anyway, it's a fun song. Hope you'll enjoy one called The Real Old Mountain Dew. Let grasses grow and waters flow in a free and easy way, but give me enough of the final stuff that's made near Galway Bay. And policemen all from Donegal, Sligo and like you will give them a slip and take a sip of a real old Mountain Dew. Hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. Hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. At the foot of the hill there's a deep little still with the smoke curling up to the sky. By the smoke and smell you can plainly tell there's whiskey brewing nearby. For it fills the air with an odor rare in betwixt both me and you. When home you stroll you can take a bowl or a bucket of the Mountain Dew. Hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. Hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. Now learned men who use the pen have wrote your praises high. That sweet poteen from Ireland grain, the still from wheat and rye. Throw away the pills, it'll cure all ills, be you pagan, Christian, or Jew. Take off your coat and grease your throat with the real old Mountain Dew. Hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. Hey the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. Hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. Hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-dum, hi the dilly-I-do-lum day. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Here's a song that maybe they invented all these. How did they ever come up with the titles of these things anyway? But I mean, the tune that has no lyrics. I think I'll call this one Shove That Pig's Foot a Little Farther in the Fire. which is actually the name of one old time. I don't know how they came up with their titles, but anyway, here's a title that is a tongue twister for me, but it's called The Connaught Man's Rambles. Here we go. Thank you all very much. Here's a song about an Irish guy that, well, shall we say, thinks a lot of himself. An Irish guy whose name is O'Donoghue. Yes. Pardon me? Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. His name may be that. I don't think it says his first name during the song. Anyhow, here's the guy named O'Donoghue. Ready there, partner? All right. Well, here I am from Paddy's Land, the land of high renown. I broke the hearts of all the girls for miles round Katy Town. And when they hear that I'm a wife, they'll raise a hullabaloo. When they hear about the handsome lad they call O'Donoghue. Oh, I'm the boy to squeeze her, I'm the boy to tease her. I'm the boy that can please her, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll court her like an Irishman with Morgan Blarney too as the band with a Holligan, Rolligan, Swalligan, Mulligan, bold O'Donoghue. I wish my love a red, red rose growing on yon garden wall, and me to be a dewdrop, and upon her brow I'd fall. Perhaps now she might think of me as a rather heavy dew, and no more she loved the handsome lad they call O'Donoghue. Oh, I'm the boy to squeeze her, and I'm the boy to tease her. I'm the boy that can please her, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll court her like an Irishman with Morgan Blarney too as a band with a Holligan, Rolligan, Swalligan, Mulligan, bold O'Donoghue. Well, I hear that Queen Victoria has a daughter fine and grand. Perhaps she'd take it into her head to marry an Irish man. And if I could only get the chance to have a word or two, I'm sure she'd take a notion to the bold O'Donoghue. Oh, I'm the boy to squeeze her, I'm the boy to tease her. I'm the boy that can please her, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll court her like an Irishman with Morgan Blarney too as a friend with a Holligan, Rolligan, Swalligan, Mulligan, bold O'Donoghue.
Well, another wonderful job right there from the Almost Irish Band. Well, we're going to take our final time out of the hour and hear a good word from the National Children's Dental Health. We'll be back after this.
February is National Children's Dental Health Month. Dental sealants can help protect your child's teeth and save money. Sealants form a protective barrier that helps prevent bacteria from causing tooth decay. Ask Dr. John L. Grass and Associates about sealants. A message from Dr. John L. Grass and Associates.
Now we return you to the old theater for more of the Merry-Go-Round, and here's your host, Travis Fry.
Alrighty, thank you so much there, Brack Llewellyn. We do appreciate that. And we definitely want to give our thanks to the Almost Irish Band. Didn't they do a great job, folks? Absolutely. We want to thank Tim and Roger for coming out on short notice, and they've done an absolutely wonderful job. And we encourage you to stick around at 12 o'clock. We'll have our news break, followed by the weather and local news, and we'll return with more of the Merry-Go-Round broadcast as we bring you My Kind of Grass all the way until 1:30 p.m. this afternoon. So stick around. We do have a few giveaways left, so you want to make sure to stick around for that as well. But right now, we're going to go back live to the center of the stage. Once again, here's the Almost Irish Band.
Well, thank you very much, Travis. It's been a pleasure being here. Good to see you again. Travis doing his usual great job as host. We're pleased to be on the Merry-Go-Round. Again, this is the Almost Irish Band. Don't forget the and look us up on Facebook. Send us a message. This band will go places and play music for food and or money. I guess mostly money, but talk to me about it. We'd like to do that. We'll do a couple more for you, this vocal, and then we'll end up with a couple of instrumentals. Farewell to Carlingford, one of the Irish ports, I suppose. Here we go. And could wander wild and free. There was always a longing in my mind to follow the call of the sea. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenock, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. On all of the stormy seven seas I've sailed before the mast, and on every voyage I ever made I swore it would be my last. But I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenock, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. I had a girl named Mary-Go, and she lived in Greenock, and the foremost thought within my mind was to keep me safe on shore. But I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenock, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Folks, we'll end with what we sometimes call our John Wayne medley, or sometimes call it our U.S. Cavalry medley, because it reminds me of music you hear in these old movies. You know, the John Wayne and the U.S. Cavalry out west type movie and so on. But they are a couple of tunes long associated with the U.S. military, and we definitely salute that bunch of people, men and women. But their teams, like I said, long associated with the military, particularly the U.S. Cavalry, and so they're called Gary Owen is the name of the first tune, and the second tune, The Girl I Left Behind Me. Here we go.
Oh, what a wonderful job right there. That is the Almost Irish Band over AM 740 WPAQ in Mount Airy, North Carolina. We are streaming worldwide on the website at WPAQ740.com. And our YouTube page is up and running. It is a live feed. If you'd like to watch the show live from the comfort of your home, television, iPad, or anything like that, then we do have our YouTube channel up and running for you to enjoy the shows that happen each and every single Saturday here at the Earl Theater in downtown Mount Airy. Well, we're going to go back to Kudzu Hill. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to rearrange the stage. My Kind of Grass will be up in just a few moments, but right now we've got to take time for the news, the weather forecast, and local news. We'll be back with more after this.
The U.S. Embassy in Tokyo is chartering a plane or two to get them back to the U.S. Europe today reported its first death from the virus. Airlines are suffering as the coronavirus continues to spread, says business correspondent Allison Cosick.
We are already seeing how the uncertainty is impacting companies and industries. Airlines, from United, Delta, American, Jordan, a half a dozen international airlines, they've all actually suspended their flights in and out of China. Many suspending these flights through to March and April.
The Federal Aviation Administration today said airlines based in the U.S. can resume flights over much of the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Agency had restricted flights in the region almost 6 weeks ago because of increased tensions between the U.S. and Iran. It is still advising airlines to avoid flying over Iran.
Good day, everyone. In local and regional news today, a blaze at Charlotte, Montgomery County resulted in some occupants being temporarily evacuated, according to the city fire department. The fire was reported about 8 Friday morning and responded to by 11 members of the Mount Airy Fire Department. Not originated one fire, but in another part of the
Ken, okay, you're already on it, aren't you?
Firefighters were as of Friday afternoon,
We moved down some new video.
from the fire,
Some more.
a Thursday morning accident on Rockville Road involving a Surrey County school bus resulted in no injuries, but one student was taken to the hospital as a precautionary measure. Surrey Emergency Services Director John Shelton said it actually just slid off the road and a little one got into the guardrail. The accident was reported shortly before 10 a.m. as the bus driver was transferring students to Westfield Elementary School. About 35 children were aboard the bus with able to be driven from the city. There were 34 refusals, Shelton said, of passengers declining medical treatment. Some other students after her child being taken to the hospital, but no injuries were detected. As of Friday, no charges have been filed in the accident, with rainy weather a possible contributing factor. Children might also
No, my daughter locked at home.
Turning to North Carolina news today, with the federal police arresting 2 people today. voices opposition to the Common Core Educational Standards. Johnson's opposition to the standards is a major part of his campaign for going after governor. Complaints allege that the messages were designed to done in personal gain and were issued at the start of the early voting before the primary. Johnson is a proud still of Republicans running for lieutenant governor. In Virginia news today, a Henry County woman faces 3 felonies and 4 misdemeanors after a chase Thursday night. 27-year-old Kelsey Holmes of Hillsdale was taken to the Henry County Jail. Her 1-year-old Illinois left behind was served on the 22 December. The incident began around 9:45 p.m. when the deputy arrived home over her here was a murder. The estate victims were living with that family 35 cents change. While the deputy was chasing her, including driving up to 90 miles per hour according to the officers. No other vehicles were involved and no one was hurt, and there was no damage. Among other charges, Knowles faces reckless and dangerousness with toddler in the car with her at the time. I know that the latest in local state I'm Todd Jessup reporting.
Are you making resolutions for 2020? How about resolving the physical library this year? Let's make sure you have a library card and a PIN number to access our online resources. With your card, you can come to the library, check out books, audio books on CDs, and DVD movies to take home with you. With a PIN number, you can go online to download books for adults and children, work on your resume, find farmer care manuals, watch documentaries, learn a new language. Kids can get homework help, and that's just the beginning. The library also offers events and
increasing allowance tonight will be up to 20. Sunshine, mostly cloudy, high near 53, 34 for going on Sunday night. We're going to get the Monday President's Day, and a high of 50. Currently 34 degrees on the red side, 26 Snowball, Wall, and wind clouds down around the city.
The evening, when you know we have yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, probably.
All right, thank you so much, Brack Llewellyn. We appreciate those good words, and we welcome you back in to the second longest live-running radio broadcast in America, the Merry-Go-Round, right behind the Grand Ole Opry in terms of years. Once again, we're mighty proud to have that distinction, and we're certainly glad to see our studio audience in attendance. Got a good crowd on hand, and we appreciate you braving the weather and coming out and being with us here in beautiful downtown Mount Airy. We've got a lot more music in store, and I know we've got some new folks in the audience as well, so we'll be checking in, see where you're all from in just a little bit. But right now, we've got a hard-driving bluegrass band on the stage, and we want you to make them feel mighty welcome. It's My Kind of Grass.
Everybody's doing all right this morning. Well, it's easy.
Afternoon.
Hey, Dell, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Dell, I'll get even someday with my legs like hammer, legs like hammer.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate the radio. Darius is going to do a old home place.
The plow in the field and look for a job in town.
All right, a nice way to start off the second portion of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast. That's My Kind of Grass, entertaining the crowd. Right now, we're going to take a time out, hear a good word from Old Mill Music and Sound. We'll be back with more after this.
Jenny Lowry here. Whether you're rehearsing for this big show or just starting to learn to play, you'll find everything master musicians or novice skills at Old Mill Music. We're located at 236 North Main Street, historic downtown Noun area. Rick and myself, we are musicians and understand what musicians are looking for. We've got a great selection of acoustic and electric guitars, fiddles, banjos, mandolins, dulcimers, so much more. Ukuleles. You'll find all sorts of strings and accessories. We install and sell and service all church sounds and lamps. We also offer music lessons for all ages and skills. Give us a call at 336-786-8742. Find out more online about our business at oldmillmusic.com. Don't forget the E, OLDE.com. Be sure and like us on Facebook. Better yet, just come and see us in downtown.
Both y'all doing okay?
Looking good. I like that hair.
I was not called and one of the guys sent out buttons up.
Yeah, I turned on my radio.
All right, thank you so much there, Brack. We do appreciate that, and message received, and we appreciate everybody listening in and tuning the Voice of the Blue Ridge on this Saturday morning. We do want to thank our sponsor for this next 15 minutes. That is Old Mill Music and Sound. Make sure you go by and see Jenny and Rick and the kids. You'll be glad that you did. They've got all kinds of instruments and, of course, accessories like strings and other things like picks. You'll be glad that you did. They've even got songbooks and church equipment, and they've got sound equipment. It is a wonderful place to shop. That's where all my money seems to go. And we really do appreciate them sponsoring this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast. Now, I know we've got some more folks that have joined us in the crowd. And if you weren't here in the first portion of the show, you know that we're going to be giving away some more prizes. And so we've got folks from out of town. Have we got any new folks that have come in since we last talked about it? How many folks are from out of town? Okay, we got a bunch now. All right. I've got 3 shirts. While they're playing, I'm going to see who's the farthest. Who is the farthest? Out of state? What part? South Dakota. Okay, you're going to win. I mean, you got that whooped. Unless somebody's from Ireland or Scotland, then you're out of luck, which has happened. We actually had one time a guy say, well, I'm from New York, and then the guy said, well, I'm from California. Yeah. Then finally someone stood up and said, well, I'm from Alaska. So you never know. Okay, so we've got one. Who else is out of state? Virginia, what part? Richmond, that's pretty good ways. All right. Anybody else? Yes. Oh, right. All right. Well, we'll be giving out these shirts, and in the meantime, we're going to go back to center stage. Once again, our good friends, My Kind of Grass.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate WPAQ. We've got one picked out here called Lonesome Road Blues.
Put
always like to give our respects to the veterans and the wives, the children. It's about all of them, because they're all involved. I get told every time I sing a song. My dad was in, so this is kind of part of it. Anyway, it's called In Color. Grandpa, what's this picture here? All black and white and it ain't real clear. Is that you? He said, yes. I was 11. Times were tough back at 35. Me and Uncle Joe were just trying to survive when we got home during the Great Depression. If it looks like we were scared to death, we were a couple of kids trying to save each other. Should have seen it in color. Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't tell what those shades of gray you cover. You should have seen it in color. One here was taken overseas, middle of hell in 1943. You could almost see my breath. That's my tail gunner, Mr. Johnny McGee. He was my high school teacher down in New Orleans. He had my back till the day we left. If it looks like we were scared to death, we's a couple of kids trying to save each other. You should have seen it in color. Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't tell what those shades of gray you cover. You should have seen it in color. Favorite here, me and your grandma in the hot summer sun. We was all dressed up, the day we said our vows. Well, you can't tell it here, but it was hot that June. Roses were red and her eyes were blue. Yeah, look at that smile, man, I was so proud. It's the story of my life. It's all in black and white. If it looked like we were scared to death, we were a couple of kids trying to save each other. You should have seen it in color. If pictures were 1,000 words, but you can't tell what those shades of gray you cover. Seen it in color. Yeah, should have seen it in color. Thank you so much. We'll do an instrumental called Clinch Mountain Backstep.
excellent job right there from my kind of grass over WPAQ's world famous merry-go-round. Right now we're going to step aside and hear from Brack Llewellyn. He's going to give you the weather forecast. We'll be back with a whole lot more after this.
Good day to weather forecast to be going to WPAQ. They're calling for sunny skies this afternoon. A high near 43 degrees, a light southerly wind. Increasing clouds tonight, a little bit of wind. Mostly cloudy on Sunday. A high near 53 degrees. Will continue to warm up on Monday. Sunny skies, a high near 56, and in the low 60s on Tuesday. Chance of precipitation is forecast Monday evening. It says with through midweek, mostly as showers. No mention of any growth precipitation at this point. Earlier, with nothing in the recent forecast. And then later in the week, better hopefully by fall weekend. Presently, we have fair skies, still only 34.
Good to see a big crowd out here this evening. Thank y'all for coming. We appreciate it.
Back down to the early for more of the merry-go-round broadcast. Here from the stage is your host, Travis Fry.
Thank you so much there, Brack. We do appreciate that kindly, and looks like we've got a lot of different types of weather in store for us throughout next week, but we'll hang in there. Just bring your flip-flops and also get you a coat at the same time. That sounds about the way it's going to be. But anyway, we're having a good time here on the stage of the Earl Theater and emanating live music each and every single Saturday. Since 1948, WPAQ has been on the air. We're going to go back now to live music. Once again, here's My Kind of Grass.
I'd like to introduce everybody while we're right here. Over here on my left, Mr. Gabe Flowers. He was dancing earlier. If y'all want to hear, you missed a good show because he put on one, I'm going to tell you. And Mr. Fiddling, Darius Flowers right here. Both these boys from Pilot Mountain are brothers. We appreciate it so much. Behind me back here on the bass, Mr. Tony Shule, Mountain Park. Shule, I'm sorry, I get that wrong every time. Mr. Rick Sebastian out of Hamptonville on the banjo. And I'm Paul Robertson. We make up My Kind of Grass. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Tim Fry, everything y'all do. I'm going to put Darius on one here called Blue Moon in Kentucky. Let that fiddle ring.
Shine on the one that's gonna prove that true. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna let me blue. It was on a moonlight night, the stars were shining bright. They whispered from on high, your love has said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna say goodbye. Shine on the one that's gonna say goodbye.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody out in Radio Land and everybody sitting in here today. You can go on YouTube and watch it. I think it's up around that tab. Yeah. So we've also got a Facebook page called My Kind of Grass, KINDA. So go over there and check us out. Rick's gonna come up with one called Firefall Me. Tony's gonna come up here and do a little number called Sing Me Back Home. Two flashes. We got attention to get wound up a little bit when we got to play. Tony has to slow us down a little bit.
Over WPAQ. Well, let's take another time out and hear a word about the live drive at 5 coming up. We'll be back after this.
Live music from WPAQ Studio A is the WPAQ tradition, and that tradition lives on as Homeway Furniture presents another live drive at 5 on AM 740 WPAQ and WPAQ740.com. Friday, March 6th at 5 p.m. featuring Destination Bluegrass. Every time you turn around. The Destination Bluegrass Band brings traditional bluegrass music with their own special twist. You don't want to miss Destination Bluegrass performing live in Studio A. Well, it's only tonight here in the cabin. Tune in or log on or listen on the TuneIn Radio app for the Destination Bluegrass Band on Friday, March 6th, 5 p.m. on the Live Drive to 5. The Live Drive to 5 on AM 740 WPAQ and WPAQ740.com is brought to you by Homeway Furniture, 121 West Lebanon Street here in Mount Airy, the home of free delivery. Be sure to go by and see Travis, he and the whole gang at Homeway Furniture.
We take you back now to the Earl Theater for more of the Merry-Go-Round broadcast, and here's your host, Travis Fry.
Thank you so much, Bragg. We appreciate those good words about the live drive at 5 coming up with Destination Bluegrass. Be sure to be tuning in to that great event. Right now, we've got great music here on the stage at the Earl Theater at 142 North Main Street in beautiful downtown Mount Airy. We're going to send it back their way. Here's My Kind of Grass.
Thank you, Travis. How many people's watching Andy Griffith show? Raise your hand. Golly, everybody's seen that, ain't they? We got a little song to do, a little funny tune here. See if I can get the words out. Take off.
Ain't these good, puts the rest to shame. If you go for seconds, there's no blame. We say a good product is as good as its name is. Ain't Bear's finest. Oh, ain't me cooking up her favorite recipe. Oats don't like drinking it well. He just likes staying at the Mayberry jail. His cobbler and dumplings after every meal. Ain't Bear's finest. Oh, ain't me cooking up her favorite recipe. The whole gang's coming for supper tonight. Taylor and the Darlings and the Debbie pie. Chicken and dumplings are tasting so fine. Ain't Bear's finest. Oh, ain't me cooking up her favorite recipe. Barney has a bullet, he can't take it out. Puts it in his gun, he'll shoot it out. And he has to scold him all the time. Ain't Bear's finest. Oh, ain't me cooking up a favorite recipe. Andy and Barney gone out one day. Pepperloo and Helen down by the lake. They had a basket full of 8-piece fiddles. Ain't Bear's finest. Oh, ain't me cooking up a favorite recipe. he goes walking bricks. He's in love with Miss Charlene and Mayberry's finest, yes. Mayberry's finest, yes, it's Mayberry's finest. But you know a duck can stand still if you can get him by the bill, and you ain't heard the last of Ernest T. Bass. Thank y'all so much. That's just the kind of thing we like doing, and I think we're gonna get Darius in here and do a little Blue Ridge Cabin home.
So far away. Oh, I love those hills for Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did wrong. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away to my Blue Ridge mountain home.
Appreciate everybody in the audience. I also appreciate everybody that's listening. Some friends of ours, Mr. Alden, Arnold Nunn, Tammy, and April is listening in. They want to hear a song called Rocky Top. So we're gonna put that out to Mr. Arnold and Alden and Tammy and April. Thank y'all so much for all you do for us. Appreciate you. Well, I've had years of cramped up city life, laughed like a duck in a bin, quack, quack. All I know that it's a pity like ain't been single again. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
All right, another great job right there from My Time to Grass over AM 740 WPAQ. And before we get on a few more songs for the top of the hour, actually I think we'll get to the top of the hour before that. I do want to tell you a little bit about what's coming up here on the Merry-Go-Round in the coming weeks. And of course, we've got a lot of good things coming up. Coming up in just a matter of a few days, we've got the Slate Mountain Ramblers on February the 22nd. They will be here at 11 o'clock. And then at 12 o'clock, the Gray Connection. That's Mike Motley. Pastor Mike down there at Trading Ford Baptist Church will be bringing up his group, the Gray Connection, starting at 12 o'clock. So some good old time and bluegrass music headed your way. Jenny Lowry will be hosting that, and she will also be hosting the next one on February the 29th. They have the Old Time Workshop that will be taking place. The participants from that at the Surrey Arts Council will be playing, filling the stage with old time music at 11, and then at 12 o'clock, Gaining Ground will be here to close out the month of February. So it looks like we're going to have a really good time the next couple of weeks. We invite you to come and be with us anytime you can here at the Earl Theater in downtown Mount Airy. Well, we're going to see, let's see what time we got. Well, we've got time for about one more before the news break, if that's all right. So we'll get these guys to come around and give you another tune, and we'll take time out right after that with news and weather.
We've had to change it here.
I wander again to my home in the mountains. You certainly down, I was happy and free. I looked for my friend, but I never could find them. And they were all strangers to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother nor dad, not a friend could I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces, and I found they were all rank strangers to me. They all moved away, said the voice of a stranger, to a beautiful home out of practice we'll see. A beautiful day, we'll meet in heaven. No one will be a stranger to me. Everybody I met their faces.
And I knew all their faces.
Yes, I found they were all strangers to me.
Like strangers to me.
Yes, I found they were all strangers to me.
Like strangers to me.
Since 1948, WPAQ has been the 10,000 watt voice of the Blue Ridge. It's 1 o'clock, news time.
The 380 Americans on board the Diamond Princess cruise ship with dozens of passengers on board diagnosed with coronavirus have the option of returning home. Correspondent Matt Rivers is in Yokohama, Japan.
Is heading at least one plane, if not two, here to Japan that will arrive tomorrow evening. Shortly after they arrive, the passengers who want to get on them, who are American, will get off the ship with their bags, get on a bus, go to the bus, to the airport, get on the plane, go back to the United States where they will be quarantined.
More than 67,000 have been infected. A truce has been reached between the U.S. and the Taliban that could lead to American troops being withdrawn from Afghanistan. Correspondent Nick Robertson.
The reduction in violence is something that would be phased, perhaps, beginning with a meaningful, lasting reduction in violence leading to some sort of signing ceremony, and then perhaps you could then get to the ceasefire situation.
Here's a quick look at your updated weather forecast. Sunshine, 43 degrees, a few clouds moving in tonight, a little bit of 20, cloudy on Sunday, presently, we seem to be stuck on 34 degrees currently. We may or may not make it to that's 1 degree Celsius in the light southern. And now we take you back to the stage of the Earl Theater for the final half hour of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast. Here's your host, Travis.
All right, thank you so much, Brad. We appreciate you catching us up on the news and weather. And we're back with more music here live on the stage at the Earl Theater for the second longest live running radio broadcast in America, the Merry-Go-Round, right behind the Grand Ole Opry in terms of years. And we've been doing it since 1948. And we certainly are privileged and proud to have you in our audience, whether it be here at the Earl Theater or online at WPAQ740.com on the AM dial or on our YouTube channel that streams live and records these events, and you can go back and actually watch those events throughout the years. So we certainly appreciate Sam and his equipment for making that possible. Right now we're going to go back to more music. Once again, here's My Kind of Grass.
Thank you, Travis. Appreciate it.
Everybody have a good time.
Good deal. Thank you. Hey, we all have all of us attended, we have a jam up at Landsburg Community Center, old Landsburg School. And there's a little lady up there, she loves this song. We'd like to dedicate to her. It's called Man of Constant Sorrow.
In constant sorrow all through this day, I am the man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. Come on, man, come on. It's 4, 6 long years, I know the trouble, no pleasure here on earth I find. Oh, in this world, I'm bound to ramble, I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now. Now hey, fare you well, now never expect to see you again. Oh, I'm bound to ride that golden rail. Perhaps I'll die on this train. Perhaps I'll die on this train. Where I lay, and you may learn to love another while I am sleeping in my grave. While he is sleeping in his grave. Get out. Precious thing, I'm just a stranger. My face you'll never see no more. There is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. We'll meet you on God's golden shore.
Yeah, thank y'all. Thank you so much. That's where you.
The day the farm was auctioned, there was nothing left to say. My daddy stopped talking. The day the farm was auctioned, there was nothing left to say.
You know, I'd like to recognize two people that I hadn't heard nobody say nothing about. That's the sound man back here in the corner. If it weren't for him, this wouldn't go on. And we got a man back here videoing and recording everything. Appreciate both of y'all. Mr. Travis, appreciate y'all.
I want to say hello to my mom and dad out there in the radio land.
There you go.
As we sit out on the front porch, this old gray house where I was born and raised. Just staring at the dusty fields where my daddy worked on every day. I think it might have hurt him when I said, Daddy, there's a lot that I don't know. Don't you ever dream about a life where corn don't grow? He just sat there silent, staring at his favorite coffee cup. And started mixed emotion in his eyes when he looked up. He said, son, I know at your age, things, this whole world is turning slow. Think you'll find the answer to it all, but corn don't grow. Hard times are real, there's dusty fields, no matter where you go. You may change your mind, weeds are high, but corn don't grow. More than I know now. I can say he didn't warn me. City life's a hard road to hoe. Ain't it funny how your dreams get turned around, but corn don't grow. Hard times are real. There's dusty fields, no matter where you go.
Another great job right there from My Kind of Grass. Well, let's tell you a little bit about the Mayberry Music Center. It's located right across the street from the Earl Theater and locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. James invites you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic and electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and more. And at Mayberry Music Center, they specialize in the Blue Ridge guitars and are the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer in the area. Mayberry Music Center always gives a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of the Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They have strings as well as other types of accessories for your instrument, and they also offer music lessons and instrument repair. James says if you don't see what you're looking for, just ask. Chances are they'll have it in just a few days. You'll also find a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m., and on Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. They're always closed on Sunday. Once again, Mayberry Music Center, Main Street in downtown Mount Airy. This portion of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast being brought to you by Mayberry Music Center, and once again we go live to center stage with My Kind of Grass.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Anybody out there does any dancing? We got a little tune called Sally Good. Guess y'all figure out I can't dance, right? We got to take more. What we got?
Go back.
appreciate everybody coming out. We thank you. This couldn't happen without y'all. And Tim and WPAQ, we want to thank everybody. And we got one here that Mr. Philly Darius Flowers is going to do called Orange Blossom Special. We're going to end it out with this. We appreciate everybody. We love you. Thanks for coming. I forgot to mention, but Keep 2 South's going to be playing down at Euro Tennessee. Y'all come out and check them out.
All right, My Kind of Grass over AM 740 WPAQ in Mount Airy, North Carolina. We want to thank them, along with the Almost Irish Band, for bringing you today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast. We're going to have to sign off just a little bit early as Jerry Douglas and the Earls of Leicester are getting ready to come in and set up. But I do want to tell you real quickly about what is coming up here on the program in just a little bit. Coming up next week, February 22nd at 11 o'clock, the Slate Mountain Ramblers will be here, along with the Ray Connection. That's Mike Motley and friends, starting at 12 o'clock. So join us if you will. Jenny Lowry will be your host for that great event. Well, that's going to do it for us, friends and neighbors. I'm Traveling Travis Fry. Just keep it between the lines. Brack, we're going to send it back to you, bud.
Appreciate you. Thank you.